10 years to the day that I uploaded my first video on YouTube. My first video on YouTube was a beat video, and then a year later I uploaded a beat making video. And in that time, I've learned so much that I want to share with you and just documenting my journey, my process, so in 10 years time I can look back on this and see how much I've grown. When I uploaded my first beat making video, I had zero expectations of YouTube or gaining subs. I just wanted to share what I was doing, and that was making beats, and plus I was selling beats. I quickly realized that's one of the best ways to showcase my beats, get some new artists on them, and sell some beats. So I just want to share with you what I've learned so far. Maybe you can relate to some of the things that I mentioned. You might already be doing some of the stuff that I mentioned, or maybe not. And if you're not, then that's a win, because you can get some insight into stuff that I wish I'd known I could have implemented years ago. But at the same time, it's part of the journey, it's growth. So if you look at my first video, it's a complete mess. What's happening, people? It's one of my beat making videos. I'm just going to show you my thought process on how I make beats, the different ways of coming up with melodies and stuff like that. I might not even get into all of that. I just want to show you my thought process of how I make a beat. I was using the camera off of the iMac, which was probably like if it's 2013, yeah, then it's a really old iMac. And the audio quality is terrible. I'm using the software called Screen-O-Matic to record the screen at the time. And yeah, just over time I've upgraded my equipment, as you do, different cameras. I'm still using the Sony a5000, which is my stepdaughter's. Grateful for you letting me use it all this time to record my YouTube videos. So microphones, I've been sent loads of microphones, different microphones to review, and I'm currently happy with the, I don't even know what it's called. So yeah, I'm currently happy with using this mic at the moment. It doesn't take that much processing. I don't have to EQ it too much for it to get a good sound, and it's a shotgun mic, small shotgun. I had the longer shotgun mic, but I compared the two and I didn't like the quality. So over time my equipment has changed, and if you're just starting out recording YouTube videos or reels for your beat videos, whatever, or however you're putting yourself out there, just use your phone. It's fine. Use your phone and get one of these little shotgun mics. You can plug it straight into your phone and it'll give you better audio quality. You can get away with your videos looking bad, but the audio, if your audio is not on point, it's irritating. It gets jarring. But I don't know if it's just because we're in the music and we can hear, like, we're tuned to distortion or something not sounding right. I think with some other people they might not be too fussed about that. But audio, get decent audio, get yourself a nice mic. Lighting is important. I tried so many different things. I tried ring lights, small ring lights, big ring lights, softbox. Couldn't use the softboxes. It was too big. My studio's quite small, so I it wasn't practical for me to leave them up. Whereas the lights that I'm using at the moment, nice little LED lights, quite bright, and I can just pack them away when I'm not using them. But I'd so like a bigger studio, so I can just leave them up all the time. So because it does take time for me to set up all my cameras and set up the lights, and yeah, if I leave it out, the studio doesn't look good, and I like it to be clean and minimal. So my first video, you can see that I had a little something going on. I was alright with talking to the camera, but I'm in a little box in the bottom of the corner. That's like something I changed over time. Just make it a bigger screen so people can see you and connect with you. I wouldn't say I'm as confident as I am now, because the more videos that you do, the easier you get to talk to a camera, because I feel like you're here talking to me right now. How I like to do my videos, this is like going into video style, is I just like to talk to you as if you're here in the studio with me. I don't want to be all straight and prim and proper. Like, I'm not knocking anyone that does that, but that's not me. That's not me, and I can't do that, because if I do that and I go to do a new video, I've got to remember how I was acting in the video from before. So that's not going to work. My style has always been just me and you here chatting, talking like normal, and that comes into being authentic, finding your style, staying true to yourself. If you want to do the prim and proper bullet points in your delivery, then that's entirely up to you. It's fine. You just do what's best for you, do what you're comfortable with. But that's one of the biggest things that I'll take away from being on YouTube for 10 years is authenticity. Yeah, that's important. Just be true to yourself. And I think as well, like, what happens is you kind of, Because what didn't stop me, but what kind of affected me on my journey is worrying about what people think. And I know some people, I don't know for sure, for certain, but some people could think, oh, that's so cringe, like what's he doing? But you have to get to a point where you just don't care what they think. Like, why does it bother you? They're not helping you to pay your bills. They're not helping you to get through your day when you're having down days, depressed days, or your up days. They're not with you. Do you know what I'm saying? So their opinion should not matter to you. You've got to get into your head that you're doing this for yourself. Doing it for, if it's legacy that you're trying to build, so when you get old and you've got your grandkids and stuff and they look at your videos and they can see you and this is what you was doing. Like for me, this is documenting. Like, I'm gonna get old and I'm gonna look back and be like, I look fresh. But no, seriously, just do your thing. Don't worry about other people's opinions. It's not important to you. And just ask yourself, why do you care so much about their opinions? As soon as you let go of that, you're good. So just quickly going back to the equipment, the software that I'm using now instead of Screencast-O-Matic is DaVinci Resolve. I find that amazing. Also Camtasia to screen record. Lovely piece of software. You can find free stuff. DaVinci Resolve is free. Use that. I wish DaVinci Resolve was about 10 years ago, or maybe it was and I just didn't know about it. Again, growth, progression. You find these things as you continue to develop. And let's talk about the changes to YouTube. When I first started, it seemed like it was easier to get some views on your videos, or maybe it was just the videos that I was uploading at the time. There was a few that done quite well, especially the mixing videos, the vocal mixing videos, and that would lead to potential clients, which is one of the big reasons why I like to upload my videos to YouTube, because it's a form of advertising and finding new clients and building business, because it's now a business rather than just a hobby, and it's an amazing way to connect with new clients, new artists, and like-minded people. But over time, the algorithms changed. Before, you could drop tags in and tags would just blow up your channel, your video. Like, it would help boost it. I don't know about blow up, but it would help boost your video. Now, it seems like your thumbnails have to be popping. And this can be conflicting as well, because you've got so many YouTube gurus with conflicting advice. Because yesterday I watched a video from two different creators. One of them said, your thumbnails have to be popping, your colors need to be bright, they need to be saturated. And then someone else said, no, you don't really need to have saturated thumbnails, you don't need to have bright colors, don't smile. And yeah, it was confusing. It is confusing. There's a lot of information out right now from channels who are teaching YouTubers how to create videos and how to do their thumbnails. And I like them channels. There's a few that I really do vibe with, because they did just them and their vibe and how their videos are. What I've learned is just to take it with a pinch of salt. Like, take something from one person, from the next person, another, and then just bring that all together and find your own style. And that's how I kind of carry myself through life as well. Yeah, the thumbnail thing, I haven't really cracked it yet. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to find what they call it, holy grail. Not like Mr. Beast and these thumbnails and all them people that do them type of thumbnails. Like, I'm never gonna do a video where I'm just hyped on 100. You're not gonna see that from me in my video, because that's just not in my personality. I'm not trying to do pranks. I'm not trying to do contests. I'm just here to share my knowledge, and hopefully that you vibe with it. Yeah, the algorithm. I don't think anyone really knows how to crack this algorithm. And for me, that's not important. All I want to do is just put videos out. If they go viral, then that's good. But I just continue to keep putting videos out. And then you've got like an app, YouTube Studio app, and you can kind of get sucked into looking at it all the time to see if your views are growing, if your subs are growing. And yeah, I've been caught in that trap. I've still got the app and I do look at it a lot. But it also helps to know how your videos are going, and it can be disheartening when you look at it and it's the only like on the video is you and your family who you sent it to. It can be disheartening, but it is what it is. Just hope that YouTube algorithm will look at your video and say, yeah, we like this, people are liking it, and start pushing it out more. I've also stopped asking for the sub. Before, like at the end of the video or in between the video, in a little sneaky way, I can just say, oh, do you mind, like, you know. But I don't do that now. Instead, I just have the little infographic come up. Is it infographic? I just have the little, I forget what they call it, lower thirds. Yeah, so I just have the lower thirds come up, and seems to be right. I stopped introducing myself. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just have the little KC thing pop up, whereas before, when I started my videos, I was like, what's going on, people? It's KC from www.kc-sounds.com, and I was only doing that because I watched other beat makers and their videos, and that's what they was doing as well. It's kind of like trying to drive views and traffic to my website, but I quickly dropped that because it just, that was cringe. So I've also learned like with posting and uploading and what to upload and how to find things to upload, and that's through vidIQ, TubeBuddy. I've got affiliate links for those if you want to check them out. I've got free versions. They're good little tools. You can also use YouTube search engine. You know, you just type in the keywords and then you like put A, and then it autofill, B, autofill. So you can just find videos like that, or you can just, well, what I do is I'll watch a video and I think I could do something. I could put my own spin in it, and I'll put it in my notes on my phone, or I'll save the videos as YouTube video ideas. Not to copy. Sometimes I won't even watch the whole video because I don't want to be influenced by what that creator's done. Now vidIQ's got a nice little tool where it gives you daily ideas just off the recommendations, probably of what you've watched or what you've uploaded before, which is a good little tool. So you've got ways of finding videos to upload, and if you've got a video in mind that you want to do, which happens to me a lot, you might get a question from someone in your DM, or you read a comment from somewhere else and it's asking for a specific question. That's how you can find videos to post, and this is upload, and this is what I do. That's how I find videos to upload. I wish back then, well, I wish before I'd have took it a bit more serious and maybe been a bit more disciplined in how I put everything together, like package, knowing what videos I want to do, days. But this, like I said, it's just something that's happened over time. So talking about scripts, before I used to just have an idea for a video, and because I have so much going on upstairs, I'll be like just firing and ready to go. Sorry about the tea breaks, I just don't want my tea to go cold. So before I'd wing it. Someone asked me once, do I script my videos or do I wing it? And I think that was a turning point for me. Even though before I did see videos saying, oh, you should script your videos, I was like, if I script a video, that means I'm gonna have to write it all down, and I don't want to do this because it's gonna take time. But over time, what I've done is I've just done bullet points and then just gone off the bullet points, and that seems to work for me. Sometimes I do get a bit carried away and start writing like word for word, and that's because I don't want to lose that trail of thought. And then when it comes to making the video, more often than not, I don't say what I've wrote down. So yeah, scripting way forward, definitely. And that's with batching videos as well. I batch videos now. If I record a video today, I'll probably do 2 or 3 videos. Today I've just recorded one. A couple of weeks ago I recorded like 3 on the trot, and it kind of frees you up. It makes me feel like less pressure to record a video, but at the same time I do like the recording one video per week because it keeps you in the flow and you don't get camera shy sort of thing, where you're just in that zone, you're in that flow state, you know how you want to deliver, you know your style, and then you kind of get a bit rusty if you leave it for too long. So yeah, batching videos, I like that. Uploading videos, how often, find what's comfortable for you. Like I said, this YouTube Studio app, also YouTube Studio on desktop, will show you when's the best times to upload. Same with vidIQ. I don't know if TubeBuddy does because I don't really use TubeBuddy. I'm more of a vidIQ person. Although TubeBuddy is good, I do like that one as well. But yeah, just find the time to post that's good for you, that makes you feel comfortable, you don't feel pressure. And that's another thing as well, burnout and this pressure of feeling like you need to upload and it's making you feel down and depressed. If you're feeling like that, just take a break. People who are watching your videos, your community, they won't mind. They will not mind if you take a break. You don't even have to put on your community post that you're doing that. Just go ghost for a bit, come back stronger, and that's okay to do that. And speaking of community, just want to thank you all who subscribe to my channel. Currently sitting at 14.9k. It's humbling that so many of you hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. And for you who watching this video and you're trying to build your community, if you're just building one a day, then that doesn't matter. Just build a good community of like-minded people. So when we talk about what videos to upload, you have to remember you can't please everyone, and that's something that I've learned. Feedback, both good and bad. The good feedback just lets you know that you're on the right path and that your videos are helping. And then you get the feedback that's a bit like unnecessary. And you're thinking, like, why would you waste your time in like saying that? It's just so, it's not bringing nothing. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like you have to get to a point of understanding that this is part of you putting yourself out there as a YouTube content creator. But over time, you get used to responding. We all respond in different ways, and before I would like really take it personal, but you have to get to a point where you know who you are, you know what you're doing, you know what type of work you can deliver. You're staying true to yourself. So if someone does try and come at you with something negative, you just gotta look at it and think, really? Is like you're gonna waste your time to tell me that? Waste all that energy when you could be using that energy on other things more productive. And that's how I see it. Build that thick skin and you're good. You're gonna have off days. I have off days. We're human. It happens. I just want to touch on channel growth. Like I just said, my channel was on nearly 15k. I think off like 50 subs or something like that. Before I was just like, yeah, just now I want like 20k, road to 20k, blah blah. One of my goals is for this year is 50k. I thought I'll share. I don't usually share my goals. I don't usually share my goals, but I'll share that with y'all. I watched a video the other day. It said your goals have got to be deluded, and I think 50k is a bit deluded. So I'm gonna roll with that. If I get there, that's cool. If I don't, it's fine. I'm really not fussed, because before it was all about subs, how many subs you got, vanity metrics, blah blah. And when you're trying to get sponsors and stuff like that, they immediately look at your channel and think, oh, they got such and such 100,000 subscribers and they must be doing something right. But for me, nah, it's all about the views, the engagement, and building a solid community. And it seems like it's going in the right direction. So I'm just going to continue to go with that. And the subs is a bonus. At the moment, my views they dropped a bit, and then I started to load it consistently again, and they start to pick back up. So let's just hope that it's going in the right direction. I haven't posted it for a couple of weeks because I don't know. It seems like January's the month for me. I just wanted to just take some time out and just get back into it slowly. I've got a couple of videos that are ready to be edited and stuff, so I'm like ahead of myself, which is good. So if I record next week, then I'm still ahead of myself rather than chasing my tail, and that's good for me. So one of the things that I feel, I don't know if this is important, but I've seen a lot of people doing it, like it's collabing. I don't know if I should have collabed earlier in my YouTube journey, because there was a couple of creators who were similar to me in their sub count, and I've seen them doing collabs and stuff, and their channels have blown, and this is good. I'm happy for them. Like, amazing. It just shows me that it can be done. But I'm just wondering if collabs would have helped me to grow further, grow quicker. But my toxic trait is like, no, because I don't want no one to turn around and say, oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have so much subscribers, you wouldn't have all these channel views. I don't know if that's something that I need to work on myself, and that's something that's holding me back. Who knows? I'm just happy with the way that it's growing, slow and steady. So one of the other big things that I've learned about uploading content and uploading videos is done is better than perfect. A few artists that I've worked with in the past, yeah, all I can say is done is better than perfect. And the reason why I say this is because you're just going to be on some analysis paralysis, thinking, I could do that better, I can do this better, change that, change this. But the thing is, that time you spent messing around with this one video, you could have put that video out there, moved on to the next one, and then 2 months time you look back at that video that you was umming and ahhing about for so long, and then you realise, hold on, I've done 10 videos since that time, or I've made 10 beats or 10 songs in between that time, or 10 pieces of content, whatever it is. And you can see the progression, you can see how much you've changed and how much you've grown. So for me, done is better than perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. That's just an idea that we've just created in our heads, and it's stifling a lot of us. But that's one of the biggest things that's helped me to progress and move forward. Also, not comparing myself to no one, going back to some of the others in my niche who got big channels. I could sit down and compare myself to them and think, oh my gosh, why isn't my channel as big as theirs, and why am I getting so many views and blah blah. But I don't know if they're paying for their views. I'm not saying that they are. I don't know if they're paid for subs. I'm not saying that they are. I don't know if they've got a whole money team behind them. I'm not saying that they have. They could have. I don't know. I don't care. That's not me. That's not my story. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not my journey. So I really do not care about that. I just love sharing my knowledge and I love uploading videos. I was thinking, like, when I first uploaded my first video to now, like, whether or not I still like it, as I was doing my script and getting ready to do this video now. And yeah, I do. I still got that same passion, still got that same drive. I'm just that type of person who, once I've got a vision of something that I want and want to do, then there's no stopping me. So yeah, that just leads me on to not quitting. Don't quit. I've seen so many channels who've quitted, is that the right word? Who've quit before their time. If I'd have quit, I wouldn't be here now talking to you. 10 years deep, still going strong. So for the next 10 years, just gonna continue to grow. Look back on this one in 10 years time and be like, that was cringe. No, I'm playing. Appreciate you for watching.